Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good
Good. How
thing.
about you, Rachel?
Doing well. If a cat jumps out, he was good for one interview and was not good for the last one. He almost
Okay.
launched himself, and so just fair warning at the
I will
start.
be excited if they
Me
show up.
too.
He's over there. He's being a brat. But you guys play such an important part in this series because the family is like I love how messy this show is with its characters. Like they're not perfect beings. They don't try and be. They're messy humans who are just trying to exist. And I really like how the show approaches that. But with your characters in particular, like Tanzyn, the scene where she is guilting her mother for guilting her about like being like, that's the last thing you could say to me if I died. And Ray throws it back at her and is like, I could also die. This is not a
Yeah.
one-way street. It's
Mhm.
so good. But for you both, you're crafting this family dynamic that is so kind of central to the story, and it has to be a family that is complicated. So, how do you as actors approach that? Like, what is kind of your method of bonding as people to bring that family dynamic together so well?
Well, for me, I think it was probably like 50-50 drawing on my own family and our issues. And then really like the first time I met both Catherine and Quentin, really trying to get a good vibe on both of them and then continuing to learn about them and like feel more comfortable around them. And, because so much of my scenes, I'm either like verbally abusing somebody or crying. And so, like, doing that in front of people that you're not comfortable with is like insane behavior. So, yeah, I was like really, I probably forced a relationship with like more than what was required with probably Catherine and Quentin. Um, yeah, and I think I mean it worked for me. I don't know how it worked for you, but I was happy. So like all those times I just sat in your trailer waiting for you to come back in or whatever was very helpful just to get just like
Mhm.
gauge what you are. Even like I could sense at some points you were like irritated at me. And so I would be like, oh, so this is what he looks like irritated. Perfect. Let me use this now. You know what I mean? So really
That's
like
super
getting
fun.
to know it's so
Yeah.
strange to like have to force yourself to know someone so
Mhm.
quickly.
Yes.
But I just think you really have to, and I really tried my best to do go through all the emotions within the first 2 weeks of knowing both Quentin and Catherine.
That's so
Yeah.
real. No, it's definitely true. I mean, on my side of it, with Tanzan, I think that our relationship I felt like happened very organically. And maybe it is because Tanzan forced it, or from her side, it didn't feel that way necessarily from me. But I just felt like it was really nice to just kind of have like the connection that I well anyway, life imitates art, art imitates life.
Mhm.
I felt like because of the connection we had off screen, it was very easy to take that in a sense and put that on screen, because I truly did care about the individual in front of me as Tanzan and obviously Danny as Ray. And, Tanzan has certain things that she does, but she's like very hard on herself. She's very hard on herself, and as a person who cares about her and also watches her performances and sees it from a view that's not inside of her, it was very easy to kind of feel that kind of fatherly, parental,
Mhm.
wanting to help thing. Um, just off of knowing that about her, and so I feel like that's something that kind of helped and showed itself on screen. And as far as Catherine, we did make a decision to um, meet beforehand and go through a set of questions that we did. There's this thing called, the 36 ways to love somebody
Yeah.
or questions to love somebody. And we went through some of those and just really answered as both ourselves and our characters. And it helped us really find their relationship, find what drew the two of them together, find what their fears were, find what, they did together as a young couple before Ray was around, or in the early times of Ray. And just having that to lean back on. And then, you have the script and you have the circumstances and you have human empathy and emotions that you can lead into. And you are put in this weird thing where this woman is truly my work wife and my work daughter, and you just lean into it. And I think a lot of us as actors, we got in this because we liked to play and create little things as little kids, and just getting to
Mhm.
do that as an adult and just believe it, just trust it.
Yeah, I love this so much as a former theater kid and an acting major. This is all very Meisner, and I love it oh so much. Both approaches, like I'm gonna force my way into this family with at any means I can possibly have. I
Yeah.
love it.
And both
Um,
both me and Catherine are Meisner. So sometimes we would even just start the repeating
oh, I love that.
on set. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I didn't
like,
know you guys were Meisner. That's where
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
went too. So we're
Are
on
you?
the
Oh
overlap.
man, we never talked about
Oh,
that.
it's a
Oh dang.
whole little look at the little Meisner family. Oh, I love it so much. Thank you guys for talking with me today. I love the show a lot, and I can't wait for audiences to get to see it when it comes out.
Oh, thank you so much, Rachel. Truly.
Have a good one. Thanks. Have a great one.